Hi there, Maisa here from Engineer Maisa channel. Welcome to my new series on Microsoft Excel for beginners. This video will be level 1. Please subscribe my channel to check all next levels for this tutorial. So I'm going to show you all topics will include in this level. First, we will discuss the recent documents and pinning documents, templates, tabs, ribbons and group, row, cells, columns and range, worksheet view and zooming, formatting, data, wrapping, text, how to insert row, merge and center cells. So let's start on this Microsoft Excel beginners tutorial. Now I'm going to open my Microsoft Excel. So after you open Microsoft Excel, you might have some recent file. If you have opened up things before and these files are sorted by date, and if there's important worksheet and you want to access it all the time and let it file on the top, just notice this little pen here, and if you click the pen, the file will be at the top, or you can unpin it and put it back in order list. And here we have all these templates to make some professional looking workbooks. So now we will starting to learn from blank workbook and understand the basic of Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to open a blank workbook. So this page will open. Across the top, we have all these tabs. And when you click on tabs, the option here called ribbon. So this is the ribbon throw here. And in the ribbon, we have a groups, as you can see here. This group's called font group, and sometimes we don't have enough room for options. So you can see that there's a small button here to push, and if I click to it, I'll get some options, as you can see here. So we go from tabs to ribbon to group. If I just click to the letter B, this is a column. And then if I click here on the number 2, this is a row. And as you can see, if you keep scrolling, there's too many rows and columns. You can fill it with data. And if you click here to any place, this individual spot is called a cell. So where the two places meet row and column, and as shown here, it will show up here in the top left hand corner. So if I click to different one, the cell number will show in the left box. And if I grab more groups of cells, that's called a range. So range is a group of cells. This range go from E4, the top left hand corner, to the way down M15. And that will represent the range name. So if I click to a cell as showing, all these cells are empty, and you must know that whatever you see in a cell is going to be right up top here, and now it's empty here. So if I write something up here, it will go into the cell. Then if I click on the cell, it will show me exactly what in there. So you can write something up here, or you can write in the cell here. So before get starting to input our data, I want to let you know that this whole thing is called a workbook. And in the workbook, we have worksheets as showing at the very bottom here. We are on sheet 1. You can add more sheets here. Just click here I renamed these sheets just by double-clicking on them. As you can see, I just renamed the sheet. So, let's get starting by entering some data. The thing I'm going to do before entering some data is to make the sheet larger so you can see the data better. So to do this, you can go to View in tabs right here, and when you click on it, you can see these zoom options. And when I hit OK, it gets larger. And the other way, you can do it from the bottom right hand corner. There's a slider with a zoom. You can see how can I zoom in and zoom out very quickly. So I'm going to enter some data for student grades and marks. So I'm just going to enter some titles and do some basic formatting. So I'm going to start with student name, subject name, grade, year. To move between cells, if you hit tab, it moves to the right. And if you hit enter, it will move down. And you can use the arrows to move between cells. In any time, if you need extra room in a cell, you can stretch out your different column or rows. So now let's do some basic formatting. If I click on a cell, column or row I want to edit or I want to change the size, if I want to change the whole row at once, I can click on it, and now I can go to font group and adjust to change the color. The data here aren't quite fitting in the right place, so I need to adjust those columns to make it look better. So now I have the title. You can add a borders to these titles. So as you can see here, I could add borders. If I wanted the border around from these options, so I click to it. As you can see now, that line goes around. This will help you when you're printing it off, because if you're printing it off, these empty cells don't show off. So if you want to print and you want the outline around certain things, make sure you add your borders and your color. The other thing you can do to quickly adjust style is to click to the styles right over here. So I click on this whole row, and then if I click down, I can choose one of these different styles. So now I'm going to take a moment and enter some data. Okay, after entering some data, you can see there's a little bit formatting you can do now. Select a column and notice up here that we have a wrap text, and where I click on it, what it does that it's wrap the text. I can insert more row even if I have these data. I will click to right click and then choose insert. Now everything moved down and I have a new row. So I'm going to write a title here. Let's write top students. So if I want to center this title on top of the table from A1 to D1, I will select the cells and the way to D1 here, and then I'll go to Home tab and hit Merge and Center. As you can see now, it took all those cells and made it one cell. Kind of merge all cells together and then center the title. And now I can add a style to this. So I made the basic formatting. I've wrapped my text, merge, and add a style. And that's all for this video level 1 in beginners tutorial on Microsoft Excel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.